Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. It has been a while, I know. It's been a few months since I did any streaming, or uploaded any videos for that matter. Life got busy, you know how it is. These things do happen. But, welcome back, glad to see everybody still here. And, this might be a little bit of a short one, but today we're just, checking out a demo for a fun little game called 6 Ages 2, The Lights Going Out. This is another Gloranthan game, so this is made by the same people or similar people, and in the same vein as King of Dragon Pass and the first 6 Ages. I never actually finished the first 6 Ages, of course, but it's a narrative, kind of adventure strategy style game about, in this case, living life during the actual apocalypse. So let's swap over to the actual game screen and see how things go, shall we? Hold on. Okay, just needed to make sure everything was arranged properly. Is it 8 Ages? Hey, Lemon, Neko, Wombat, Aldebo, hey, Phaonix, Leo, Moon. Welcome. Good to see you all. So, this is just a demo. This is only 3 years long. If you'll recall, in King of Dragon Pass and in 6 Ages, a year has 5 seasons, then followed by Sacred Time. So basically, this is, I think, like 30 turns, early and late season, 5 seasons per year. I have played through this once before, so it'll be interesting from my perspective to see what's scripted and what's not. So let's hop into it. Yeah, I get that. I don't need these tips. So this was my previous game. I completed the demo with the Blazing Axe Clan, so let's start a new game, shall we? Can I also mention that this music is, I would say, a little bit worse than the previous games, in that this loop is quite short and quite repetitive, which is a little bit of a shame. But anyway, so, our story begins not long after the gods made people. The Golden Age, a time of harmony ruled by the sun god Yelm and his appointees. Your clan traces its ancestry back to those times. So now we get to pick. This is, if you'll recall from 6 Ages, we are playing a clan now descended from the Hyalorings, so descended from the sun-worshipping people who lived in Darahapa, or the lands before Darahapa existed in Glorantha. Excuse me. So they're originally solar worshippers. So these people become Orlanthi, but they're not Orlanthi at this time. They're Yelmic. So we can favor the Emperor Yelm or Ernalda, the Great Earth Mother, whose bounty made sure no one was ever hungry. Since we're going into the Great Darkness and everything's going to be terrible and Yelm's going to be dead, I personally am going to lean towards Ernalda, for the sake of having food. Oh, we built a shrine to the earth. Great. Here we go. The Golden Age ended when the storm god Umath forced his way into the world through a flaw in the sky dome. Constantly moving and violent, he rebelled against Yelm. Yelm's celestial sons responded, sending Umath crashing to his death in the far north. Other gods fought as well. As instability spread, humans became more dependent for survival on the gods, and in turn, humans helped the gods. So which famous event of the gods did our ancestors support? Akashar with Elmo, Shalana Arroy first sang the bone-mending ballad, the Brass Bazaar, where Ceres acted as broker between Nida Mountain and Genrit's Garden, so the dwarves and the earth gods, or the milk gift of Oralda the Cow Mother. Well, so obviously this is a Glorantha game. This is a King of Dragon Pass style game. So I am inclined towards cows, because we all know cows are extremely important. But I'll let you guys talk about it for a minute. You tell me which of these important deities I should lean towards. Elmo, Brass Bazaar, Shalana Arroy, cows for the cow god. I'm telling you, cows are important. Cows are more important than ever before. Elmo gang. Let us go moo. I'm seeing a number of cows. Let's go with cows. Okay, our clan leaders will tend to have higher than average ability in their food skill, particularly when it relates to livestock. That's interesting. So this actually changes the skills of our characters. That's kind of cool. Umath's son Orlanth challenged Emperor Yelm's stale rule. I would like to point out that the phrasing here has already changed. So first it was Emperor Yelm ruled over, an empire of peace and harmony in the Golden Age, and then it was Umath forced his way into the world and was violent and was retaliated against, and now it's Umath's son is challenging Emperor Yelm's stale rule. So the perspective of the writing on these events is shifting, and it's shifting pretty quickly. Armed with the new power of death, he slew Yelm, sending his light to the underworld. This is like the original sin of Glorantha, the thing that caused everything that came after. When the sun fell from the sky, the empire fell apart. Smaller suns lit the world in Yelm's place. Darkness, storm, and water gods threatened. Anaxiel the sailor refounded the empire after it was flooded. Many more gods died as the gods' war worsened. Hyalor of Nivera found the crippled spirit who had once been the winged, fanged hippogriff. He saved her from death and made an alliance. Hyalor gave her a new name, Gamari, and she allowed him to ride. So this is Hippoi, the horse. The name used to be Hippoi. They've moved, the writers of Glorantha of RuneQuest have moved away from using just straight up like Greek or Latin names for stuff, so hence why they've renamed horses the horse Gamari. Although some still linger, like there is still a goddess Styx. Hyalor returned to your ancestors with this secret. They became the first riders. Is there a problem with quality? It looks good on my end. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that. I have set it to high quality in the stream, high bitrate and everything. Storm and cold continued their conquests. A great sheet of ice crushed the Empire's northmost city despite its volcano gods. It ground relentlessly south. I sound like I'm using a new mic. I'm not trying to. I'm trying to use the same mic. Sound quality isn't great, but we hear you clearly. Okay, I may actually need to get a new mic, because I've been using this mic for years at this point, and it may be, like, this mic is 6 years old, so I may need to replace this at some point. But anyway, I'll worry about that another time. The Emperor built an immense dome to hide under. Rather than cower inside, the citizens of Nivera chose to move away from the glacier. Okay, hold on. What is going on with this mic problem? Yeah, well, look. This was a high quality mic 6 years ago, and now it is probably not. So, you know what, we'll live with it this time, and I'll upgrade at some point. So, our ancestors have traded horses to ride, others drove chariots, everyone left the city forever, made a new home to the south. Your clan grew and prospered, dividing and migrating until coming up against Orlanth worshippers. Meanwhile, the gods continued to fight, and the world grew colder and darker. Your hero, Baron, fell for Radalda, a descendant of Orlanth. After convincing both clans to allow their marriage, Baron and Radalda celebrated their union by riding to the other side, also known as the God Time or the Hero Plane. You gained the powers of Storm. Radalda's people learned to ride. Many of your former kin considered you traitors. Your own folk found it confusing to worship the Earth Goddess under the name Ernalda instead of her rider name Nialda. Although those are pretty similar. I mean, that's not a big difference, I don't think. Radalda appeased the ancestral spirits of her husband's clan by pledging to always uphold the rider virtue of. It's hard to tell which of these I should uphold. Lusty feasting, tempting, but remember, this is the Great Darkness. Food is likely to be hard to come by, so I don't think that's wise. Ferocity or movement are probably most tempting to me. Seeing forward movement, several people saying lusty feasting, which I appreciate. I'm with you in spirit, but trading was OP in the previous games. It might still be, I don't know. I mean, a lot will depend on how bad everything is, obviously. Riders move forward. Okay, let's go forward movement. Your ancestors who preferred action over lengthy discussion were pleased. Great. Okay, Baron and Bertalda lived longer than most and assumed rule of the Baroneth Telly. At the height of their power, King Baron and Queen Bertalda built the fortress where your clan still lives, the mighty Baronstead. Conquered dwarves fashioned its walls. What a fascinating line. Conquered dwarves. Hey, Aldebo. Thanks for the €20, man. I appreciate you. Does that man have a giraffe for a headpiece? Yes, well. Yeah, this is interesting. So, conquered dwarves. Glorantha and Mostali, as people who know much about Glorantha know, are not traditional fantasy dwarves. You may notice these guys have robots, or, well, they're magical automaton beings. I don't know why this dwarf has a joystick attached to a backpack canister of some kind. This guy's just over here making meth on this table. In any case, conquering Mostali seems difficult and challenging. Are the audio issues known? Yeah, I think it might just be that my mic is slowly dying. Foe storm worshippers, we need to prepare for Vadras. So, protecting Baronstead against floods and earthquakes seems great. Protecting Baronstead against trolls seems pretty good. Protecting Baronstead against dwarves, I worry that trying to use dwarves to protect Baronstead against dwarves might not work out well. Ban the trolls, foes, storm worshippers. Mike can't stand GC's honeyed voice. Look, guys, I'm sorry. I'll try to figure out what's going on with it, but I'm not going to deal with it right now. Let's go trolls. Stout iron patterns, but they warned that with chaos loose in the world, even the best words might sometimes fail. Hey, the Storm Age slowly slipped into the great darkness. Treachery, betrayal, and emptiness re-entered the world and tried to destroy it. The worst Chaos Gods, the Unholy Trio, gave birth to Wakboth, Lord of Chaos. His Chaos army marched from the north. Baron and Bertalda rode to face it, joining Orlantha heroes from other tribes. How did Baron choose to fight? We can choose to be a wife guy if we want. We can fight with magic, with guile, cautiously, or of course with berserk fury. This was what I did the first time I played through the demo. It seemed to work out very well. It was very easy. It just meant that I always charged in every battle, and it worked. You know, it was fine. We could certainly do something else if we wanted to here. Cow riding berserkers. Why does it always seem like all the cool stuff happened before the game starts? I mean, there's cool stuff in the background, but you can do cool stuff in the game, too. Come on now. Relax. What am I seeing? Magic, guile, berserker. Any other opinions? Let Bertalda pick. We can let wifey pick if you want. I actually don't know what this does if I make this choice. Honestly, it was Bertalda. Yeah, I'm seeing some Bertalda. Alright, it was Bertalda who chose. Bertalda sent her own daughters into battle, leading an army of warrior women. They slew many, and we thank the red-headed women that no one will ever know what their foes might have done, but they could not defeat an entire horde. As hero after hero fell, Orlanth called for a retreat. The sword god Humakt and his few surviving champions stood firm while the rest of the army escaped. That was called the Battle of Stormfall. It was only the first defeat, and not even the worst. Wakboth's Chaos Army marched on the Storm Tribe's fort and defeated Humakt and Orlanth. Chaos Gods ransacked the fort and destroyed the great mountain it stood on, the spike at the center of all creation. The explosion was of 1,000,000 avalanches caving inward upon each other, and it was so strong that the whole mountain was ground into dust. The escaping Storm Gods blew this dust across the whole world, which was overcome by a pall of grainy darkness. Well, great, I love it. The few survivors from your clan returned to Baronstead and led the tribe through an endless gloom. Life would be... here you can basically choose... This is just difficulty selection. I'm just gonna go about as bad as you expect, so the normal level, because I'm not trying to, like, die, necessarily, but I don't feel like playing on easy. You probably won't starve right away. I love it. Okay, we huddled in our hill fort hoping to survive. We can, of course, name our clan here. If we don't, then it will be the Swift Mare clan. And here we can see our clan history. So we worshipped Ronalda. We have Uralda on our side. Bradalda promised to honor the forward movement of our rider ancestors. We have Baronstead warded against trolls. And at Stormfall, we sent our daughters to lead the red-headed women. How can life be bad with pet cats like that? Look. Cats don't solve every problem, only some of them. I think we'll just be the confused, as per usual. Alright, let's go! The end of the world approaches, chaos devours all. The people of Baronstead, heirs of the oh god, I forgot, I doubled the okay, that's thematic, that works. Heirs of the Confused clan don't know it yet, but they have a chance. Not to stop ultimate destruction, that is inevitable. But if they fashion a strong strand, combining practical resources and cosmic values, they can help remake the world after it dies. Small decisions the leaders of Baronstead make from season to season may determine all. What value should their strand begin with? We have hope, tolerance of outside ways, insight, and selflessness. Don't kick, Sestrar, come on now. I'm a dog guy myself. I like cats, but I like dogs better. Insight, hope, hope, insight. We're not very tolerant of outside ways, are we? What are people saying here? Honestly, it kind of looks like hope and insight are tied. I'll just go with hope. It was the first one. If they survive, they will meet me. When they have well prepared, they will embody my secret against Wakboth the Devil and his dread gods of chaos. Well, that's nice. Also, do note that the presence of that spider there. People who know a lot about Glorantha will know what that indicates. Alright. King Vinglath, the great-grandson of Baron Emeralda, lost the tribal regalia and his life fighting cannibals at the Blood Feast battle. His son, Brolorulf the Sun, became king of your tribe. As the most powerful king in the valley, it was natural that he would call for unity against the Chaos Horde. When your neighbors refused, he launched a raid to make an example of one of them. Okay, so here is our little clan ring as of this point. It is the 8th year of Brolorulf in Fire Season. And we can see here our various ring leaders. Here is Brolorulf the Sun. Riders and Wheels worship Bright Elmwood as our fellow Orlanthi we must bring back into line. As with the previous games in this series, when you click on these guys and they give you advice, sometimes they will highlight some of the options, indicating the ones that they want to recommend that you attack, or the options they recommend you choose. In this case, Astragor here, who is a Orlanth worshipper, says we should attack anyone but the riders. Brolorulf, who is an Elmul worshipper, wants to attack one of the Orlanthi. Garaskar, a Lankor Mai worshipper, has no opinion. Celebus, who worships Aseres, also has no opinion. Rolindia says we have an advantage over the Forosivuli or Verstantes, because we ride and they don't. Erdalda wants to attack the chariot people. She worships Erdalda. And Kara wants to attack the riders. Interesting. It's funny seeing both the flying dudes and your leader having a fiery sword. It is. It kind of is. And you can see he's got a nice little motion rune on his shoulder piece there. I'm not sure what that rune is. That's like a personal symbol of some kind. That possibly like a very old version of the light rune or something. What do you guys think? I'm leaning towards... I mean, attacking the wheels would probably be the easiest, because they're Yelm worshippers and Yelm is dead. Kill the wheels, they're assholes. Yeah, looks like they want it. Let's go attack the wheels. Okay, their sword-bladed chariots took a toll on the footmen, but fleet riders and airborne heroes soon turned the battle in our favor. Brolorov returned home with much plunder. Relations between you and the wheels remain tense to this day. Okay, that's fine. Looks like we skipped forward about 5 years. You can see here that some people become older over time. Brolorov is now renowned leadership, which is nice. About a year after Brolorov raided the wheels, Arnalda's magic failed. People said the goddess was dead, taken by Nontreya, the undead emperor. Listen to that music. Hold on, let me turn that up. That's some good fucking sound design right there. Let me tell you what. About a year after Brolorov raided the wheels, Arnalda's magic failed. People said the goddess was dead, taken by Nontreya, the undead emperor. Your fields barely produce more grain than you sow. Now helpful winds and rains have ceased, and priests throughout the valley can't contact Orlanth. Whether your gods are dead, captive, or away fighting chaos, their temples no longer give normal benefits. Holy people say these sacred spots have residual magic, which you can keep alive by continuing to support them. Other people eye the sacrifices and think they could be spent on better things. So here's the situation. In Glorantha, the gods are worshipped for magical reasons because they, there's a transactional aspect to these relationships. We worship the gods because they give us things, because they're helpful in the world. But the problem is, the gods are dead. We're no longer getting the magical benefit of worshiping them. But if we stop, we might never be able to start again. We might not, at least not for a very, very long time. And if they do come back, maybe they can help us. But in a time like this, when the ground has stopped producing crops, when the wind has ceased, the magic no longer works, it's a question. What do you do? We can let the temples fall into disrepair, we can pick one, we can keep our sacrifices up at the normal level, or we can reduce the temples to shrines and, keep kind of a thread of hope alive on them, but stop spending so many resources. Stay hopeful they'll come back, keep up the sacrifices. I'm seeing a lot of people say reduce the temples to shrines as well. Mechanically, I'll explain this, or I'll explain this a little bit more detail later. But there's a difference between the size of shrines and temples and large temples. You can reduce the temples of dead gods to shrines so as to cost you fewer resources, but still kind of have them around, maybe kind of. Typical name. Ordinarily, I'm a go against the gods sort, but I don't know if that's a good idea in this universe. It's not. The gods in this universe are very real and they're important. You can certainly, kind of choose who you want to be supporting or what kind of a person you are. But even people who don't support certain gods acknowledge that they exist and are real. Let's continue sacrificing, but on a smaller scale. People were proud to keep up the faith. Our reduced sacrifices kept alive the flicker of magic that remained in Arnalda's temple and the shrine to Orlanth. With the Earth Queen and her protector dead, tribal unity frayed. Our tribe mates, the other Baroneth Theli clans, have flouted the king's authority for years, refusing to send worshippers to our temples to Orlanth and Arnalda, or pay even token tribute. It is time to respond. So, we can vow above all to restore the authority of the king. We can try to rebuild the tribe as a whole, as an organization, albeit maybe not with the same kind of royal... That is a big-ass cat. Why does it have horned owl ears? This is part of what I love about these games. The art sometimes just has this stuff, and it's like, what is that? Oh, it's adorable. I want to scratch it on its giant head. We can give up the tribes entirely, or we can vow above all to survive and ignore this whole issue. Garaskar says we should continue to be a tribe. Tribes encourage trade. The other clans are still our neighbors. This is a sign of how awful things have gotten. Yeah, I'm aware things are awful. Is that statue strangling a duck? I'm not sure. That looks more like a hadrosaur or something. Ronaldo helped Orlanth make the first tribe. As life gets worse, survival is more important than lost glory. Yeah, well, Kara's got a point there. You have to live before anything else. I have to say, that first track, looping track, I did not like very much. These kind of darker tracks, I think, are very, very good. Two for movement, 2 or 4. Yeah, let's, okay. We consider it important to make the tribe what it once was. People agreed that the tribe was key, though some wondered whether this was worthwhile without a strong king. Okay, Broloroof, year 20. Survival continued to become harder, and the tribe continued to fall away. Although you keep sacrificing to Orlanth and Ronalda season after season, they are still dead, and more gods no longer respond to sacrifices. Other clans distrust our traders, since Ciceres is dead. Lancre Mai no longer answers questions, and much knowledge has been lost as elders die before passing it on. Well, it's only getting worse. We must retain his temple. Every temple needs an annual sacrifice of 10 goods and 5 herds. Shrines take 4 goods and 2 herds. So basically he's telling us what the difference is if we downgrade. If we scale back the sacrifices, then it's 4 goods and 2 cows per year per god. If we maintain the full temple, it's 10 and 5. So it's quite a bit. But we already agreed to scale back Orlanth and Arnalda. So I think we just keep on scaling back. They are sleeping. That's what she says. Erdelda didn't think things could get worse, but she was wrong. Well, let's scale back the sacrifices. People were sad that the clan no longer considered trade and knowledge as important. Others worried that we were still expending resources on dead gods. Okay, and now we're finally in the game. So, King Broloroof the Sun and most of his advisors died 4 years ago of Blue Plague or during the Blood Blizzard. Wow, what a name. Okay, that's gonna bother the hell out of me, but I did it. The confused huddled around Baronstead, surrounded by the other Baroneth Kelly clans. Brolorov's son Iverlantho became king, but he was essentially a figurehead. We chose Enfru as chief to deal with concerns of the clan. We are now known as the Clan of Kings. Hey, Tara. Yeah, everything's alright. I just took a break. I was very busy at work, have been for quite a while, and just haven't been streaming for quite some time. Okay, so now we can allocate our magic. We have 7 points of magic. We have our various clan leaders down here. So we have Enfru, who is a renowned leader, so he's actually quite good, although old. We have Jeromar, who worships Vorioth, the sheep god, and is not great at anything. We have Orvis, who is an Isserite, who is excellent at bargaining. That's good. We have Organdi, who is excellent at diplomacy and leadership, and worships Elmo. Delbora, who is a shaman, a spirit worshipper. Very good at magic, and kind of mediocre in general. We have Karena, who is a Humakti with renowned combat. So a very, very good fighter. Only 30 years old, already looking a little weathered there. And we have Saradin, who worships no god. That's a bold choice. And is renowned at... Okay, well, I am gonna put 2 points into pastures for the cows. I'm going to put a point into fields for the crops. We got an atheist. Yeah, we did. But look, he's got renowned lore. That's actually good. What we're missing here is we don't have anybody who's amazing at magic. I mean, we have Delbora the Shaman, who's very good, but still not amazing. And despite having chosen Uralda, we don't have anyone who's excellent at food. So we might want to reorganize this, we definitely may want to reorganize this ring. I'm going to put one more point into... let's put a point into crafts and keep 3 in case we need them. Okay, and here we are, the Confused Clan. Let us reorganize the ring real quick. I am Alice again. I hope I'm not Alice. Alright, so we have a shaman who's renowned at magic. So I don't know why Delbora is on the ring, to be honest. Yeah, we're gonna put Dresta on the ring to be our magic lady. For bargaining, we have Narpella, who's excellent. Enfru is renowned at leadership. I guess Narpella is technically a little bit better than Orvis, but Orvis is younger. So that's fine. We can keep Orvis on the ring. Karena is our best fighter, so that's fine. Reda, who worships Redalda, is a renowned diplomat. So we're gonna swap Orlagandi off. Hanth is a heroic food man. We have a lot of very good food people. That's great. Worships Dostal. Can you show the map so we know the geography of this place? Yes, I can, but it'll be a little bit. Dostal. I actually don't know who Dostal is. Dostal is a god who's around at this time, like Enilla. Dostal is a god who's around at this time who may not have survived, or who may not be worshipped in the modern canon of Glorantha. Vorioth I know. Vorioth is the god of sheep. Enilla I don't know off the top of my head. Dostal I don't know off the top of my head. Also, here's our king. This is Iverlantho, the king of the Baron of Telly. He's also a renowned food guy, but beyond that, he's not very good. None of these people are on the ring at all. So, You're renowned at lore. So you're our best lore person. Our second best lore person is a Yermalite trickster. Fascinating. I think having food on the ring is critically important. So I'm actually going to kick off Saraden and replace him with Hanth. In terms of leadership, we've got Enfru, who is our chief. In terms of magic, we've got Dresta. Combat, we have Karena. And also Hanth is good at combat, so that's nice. For diplomacy, we have Rida. What do you do, Jeremar? You don't do anything, so we'll take Jeremar off. And then for lore, yeah, I guess we do put Saraden on there, don't we? Get the Yermalite. I actually don't know, because in King of Dragon Pass, having a Yermalite on your ring was actually useful. It gave you extra magic. I don't know if that's the case in this game, but we can try it. We can put Della on the ring. Also, I just like this guy's happy face. Look at him. He's having a good old time. Alright, there's our organization. The art here is incredible. Misshapen cultists of the chaos god Tyram arrived with an offer, or Tiram might be. Tiram led the chaos horde that invaded the sky. Orlanth cast him to the earth, breaking him into pieces. When Orlanth died, Tiram reassembled himself as a chaotic hodgepodge. Those who pledge to him are dismembered and then reconstructed like these hideous wretches. They wish to use your ritual ground to climb their ladder into the sky. That will break apart the choking air above, permitting you the sight of your god Elmo. Your sky god worshippers shall then increase in power, and your green stalks will enjoy the sunshine. Oh boy, that's something. I'd just like to call out the ones who are like this lady right here is fine, except one of her legs is backwards. Actually, both her legs are backwards. This guy has one foot up on his shoulder and one hand on... Wow, this is a little bit disturbing. Oof. I can spread useful lies to obscure our perfidy. Okay. How could you distrust the crab-walking man? Yeah, I think fell magic lurks in that ladder. Yeah, I bet it does! If we attack, we will either win handily or face heavy casualties. I'm gonna call on Urax's protection. Oh boy, I have to sacrifice. Yeah, let me just... There we go. Our Urax folks stomped and whipped their heads like goring bulls. They reduced the spore of chaos, warding us against future outbreaks. During the ritual, the Taram worshippers shambled off, trying to cover their ears against the noise. Oh, good. Yeah, I don't want to lose people if I don't have to. Okay, so, our food is low. So here we have our various screens on this side. It is sea season, so late sea season. Half the first season of the game is already gone. This is our clan. We have a total of 739 people, of whom 14 are sick and 5 are wounded. We only have 10 warriors, 34 nobles. Our magic screen, we're currently spending 13 cows and 26 goods every year. You can see here these little icons indicate how big our various temples are. So Osiris, Lankor, Moy, and Orlanth are all dead. We have a shrine to each of them. We have a shrine to Elmo. We have a temple to Ornalda. But of course, Ornalda is also dead, so we're not getting any magic from that either. Hey, MC, how's it going? Here is our map. We can see here's the Confused down here. We have a variety of clans around us. This is the Oslira River. There's the Boulderwood, wherever that is. The Whisperlands are up that way. The Imthur Mountains are north of us. Okay, so in terms of where we are in Glorantha, that's the glacier. The Imthur Mountains, so we're in, we're like north of Dragon Pass right now. We're kind of in southern Peloria. We're south of where Darahapa would be. Dostal is the god of hunters. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, we're kind of in the, like, Serd Imthur region. In terms of relations, we can look at the other clans. Currently, one clan likes us, one clan fears us, 3 clans hate us, and 1 clan mocks us. And we can click on these and we can see what's they're known of. Ambers are known for hunting, the Blue Crests are known for mad people, the Darshama are known for being extraordinarily rude. Wow. Known for tending the arrow bush. The first clan to join Baron's fight, so relatively friendly. The Fireflowers are violent. The Griffins are pure horse followers, and they owe us a favor, so they only herd horses, they don't herd cows. The High Stallion are known for hiring Uruxi. The Honeymanes have a lot of shamans. The Ilnathi are famous, known for still growing acceptable barley. I love that line. I noticed that line the first time I played through the demo as well. And can I just say, imagine how terrifying it would be to be living in a time when one group out of all of these listed groups is known across the whole region for still being able to grow barley. That, more than anything tells you exactly how bad shit is right now. The Cust Vaultings have strong magic. The Stangi are known for worshipping Valind Winter King. The Kurandra vowed to pierce the choking clouds. Also, they hate us, and they owe us a favor. Known for eating rocks when hunger strikes. Okay, they might be troll-related. Old eagles are poor. Large herds. Okay, that's good to know. The Orotagan, and we're allied with them. Perfect. I love that. The Paralun hate us but fear us, and we owe them a favor. The Sunbows love to trade. The Tharlings keep slaves. The Tricorns also are known for large herds. They mock us. The Twin Songs hate us. Known for giving up on kings when Vinglant died. And the Azarans, we also owe them a favor. Okay, looking at the war screen, we have 10 swords, which is... Didn't perform any battle rituals. Karina thinks we could use more rituals. We need to finish planting before we raid. Fair enough. Here we can see our food stockpile. So our market will likely make a profit of 27 goods. We have 1 season's worth of food stockpile, so that is gonna go away. Della claims she did not eat all of it. We do have gems, which is good. Our ancestors want us to explore and can bless us first if we ask them. We won't produce enough food over the coming year to feed the clan. We may run out of food. Okay, so my first thing then is I'm going to send an emissary. Visiting all rider clans in the valley will show your commitment to diplomacy. That's fine, but that's not really what I'm looking for. No, not an emissary. I'm sorry. I need trade. We need to send a caravan. The Tricorns have the most herds. The Griffins have the most horses. We should sell some trade goods and buy food. Yes, I agree. We are going to sell goods. We're going to buy food. It's going to be a big caravan, and we're going to send it to... who is it that might have food? Who are the people who can still grow barley? The Ernathi. They're in our tribe, so hopefully they'll be happy to help us out. Supposedly I could port my old save game over to this game. Do I know what the bonuses are? I don't. I never actually finished 6 Ages 1. I bounced off it a little bit. I'll go back to it and see if I can finish it. So I'm going to send this to the Ernathi and try to buy some of their food. Alright, there we go. 61 goods for less than 4 weeks worth of food. So less than half a season. Okay, well, at least we made it. We only have 10 swords. We need to conquer our neighbors and declare Iverlantho the Emperor. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and recruit 4 more warriors. A trader offers something we have been searching for a long time, the Horn of Vinkot. This is an item of your royal regalia. Lost by King Vinglant at the Blood Feast battle when he rode out against the cannibals, the trader is a duck. The duck extols the treasure's history and powers. Originally blown by the first mortal king of the Storm Peoples, it grants the love of the Baroneth Telly clans, provided naturally that your king serves as chieftain. Baronstead needs this item and the world needs Baronstead, so I am willing to part with it for half what I paid, a mere 50 cows worth of goods. Interesting. Our people like it when we put the boots to outsiders. Some say all ducks are swindlers, but we know that's not true. Okay, we shouldn't trust him. It's real, I can feel it. Okay, Dresta thinks it's real. Ducks may be ornery, but not in the way wheels are. I smell trickster on him. Well, interesting. The question here, like, if I knew for sure this was the real thing, I actually would do this. But I don't know that it's the real thing. And the trickster is saying is recommending acceptance, which makes me hesitate, I'll be honest. Also, I love the giant, look at this giant gold harmony rune he's got, or the giant gold Isari's rune he's got hanging from his belt. That's pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna trust the shaman. I'm I'm gonna trust the shaman. I'm gonna accept. Ah. Narpella earned particular scoring. Dulsara also came in for a share of ribbing. Okay, well. Decayed into a heap of sawdust. We've been bamboozled, gang. We've been swindled. We've been bamboozled. Incredible. Alright, well, it is fire season. We can raid. I, personally, am actually looking to do a herd raid. Can I... What's happened? Hello? Well, this is a problem. I think I found a bug. Yep, definitely found it. I know we could use more warriors. I could use being able to click on the screen too. All right, let's try that. Let's try that one more time. Hold on a second. Let's just try that. Let's try that one more time. We'll just resume this real quick. Okay, late fire season. Yeah, the duck broke my game. I'm gonna try clicking on this one more time. Okay, now the dialogue pops up. He tricked the demo. Yes, he did. Okay, the Urkarnings have the most cows. Oh, so I can only herd raid neighbors. Interesting. So I can't actually herd raid the Tricorns. Now, if I were to a regular raid... Yeah, so I can only raid people adjacent to me. That is interesting. Okay, fair enough. The Tharlings are the weakest of the nearby clans, but they're in our tribe. The Urkarnings... I don't really want to raid people in our tribe. Let me just try to steal from the Fireflowers. There we go, 13 cows without being spotted. Love it. Like it, love it, gotta have it. Okay, some of our nobles have been plotting a course for the clan. They say this is a pivotal moment. The king and queen of the Storm Court are dead. Our own tribe is all but dead. The valley's clans are increasingly isolated. Many of your temples have fallen into disrepair, but several surprisingly good harvests have left your food stores in decent shape, and the clan wealth has been managed well. We have a brief chance to rebuild a bit, not just hunker down and focus on survival. Still, sentiment leans towards making sure people remain fed. The world might be ending, but we need to take care of each other until then. We can... So, the people basically want us to feed them, which is, reasonable. Our ancestors had a god who helped them explore. Send out an emissary. Our ancestors would be pleased if we sent out emissions. That's good to know. Prepare for war, or send out... let's send out an exploration party. Our ancestors approved of forward motion, if you'll recall. We will prepare new fields as well, trust me. And yeah, the art is fantastic. Look at that. Look at that arrow-shaped doorway. Why? Why is the door shaped like an arrow? That's like the... Okay, so here's what's funny about this. This is a rune in Glorantha, but this is the power rune that's associated with Pomalt, who is the Earth King of the South, of the Southern continent. And so it's interesting that it shows up here in, like, Orlanthi art. Let's send out an exploration party. Ooh, okay. Well, this is fascinating. The ruins of Elampur, the crater left when part of the sky fell during Baron's youth, the boulder wood, the mountains to the west, or the rocks that once whispered to our ancestors. I'm going to leave this up to you guys. I'm fascinated by many of these things. The ruins of Elampur will be cool. The crater, Skyfall Crater would be cool. The Whispering Rocks, I have no idea what those could be. Trust the arrow. I trust the arrow. LM4. Okay. 1-1. Crater. Okay, let's go. Let's go look for LM4. Who leads the party? Oh, well, obviously Karena leads the party. There might be violence. Perhaps Karena would return with a useful treasure, or maybe our explorers would be able to visit the corners of the world before it ended. Hopefully the herding venture would be the next priority. Okay, well, our explorers are being enhanced by our ancestors, so that's nice. It is now early Earth season, so we're preparing for the cold. We don't really want to go out doing a whole lot. We still have a one-season food stockpile, so we're doing okay. Stockpile food is getting low, so what we're going to do here is we're going to launch a venture. Ceremony to increase clan magic. Combat training, I don't care about that. Crafting, defense, entertain, feast, not going to do that. Guard the herds. Let's increase our herd. There we go, 17 more cows. 17 more cows is good. Okay, as the gods die, it's hard to reliably produce enough food. Our ancestors had warm summers to ripen their grain, but we're reduced to growing blood millet and hard corn. I don't know what blood millet is. That's a little concerning. Unfortunately, the food supply is still poor. Clan will produce less than we eat during the year ahead. So we could ask for Dostal's sure shot blessing, so that's basically this is Found Child, or the predecessor to Found Child. We should be sure to perform rituals to help our foragers and hunters. Our shamans could also bargain with the berry spirit for its aid. Exploring the ruined city of Elempor, Karena's explorers see skeletons of the undead army capturing its ancient ghosts. The skeletons greatly outnumber your explorers. Well, these are undead, and Karena is a Humakti with renowned combat. So, though I could call on Humakt, I am myself his sharp, death-dealing blade. I think we just go in. We go in. We took the undead by surprise, careening into them, lopping skulls from skeletal necks. Their hasty retreat allowed their ghostly captives to escape. Only one of our warriors sustained serious injury. The ghosts showed their gratitude by leading us to their tombs, where we recovered Elimporite daggers and ingots worth 29 cows. Apparently, their gratitude was stronger than their ancient hatred of the Rams who destroyed their city, since we are Ram people in their eyes. Hey, well, I mean, okay, there we go. 1 injury, 29 cows of goods. I'll take it. Back from Elimpur. There's an undead army? Yeah, there's an undead army. A massive elk wanders onto your land. Your hunters are about to kill it when it speaks, requesting a favor. I come as emissary from the creatures of the wild. If you forego game hunting for a period of 2 years, I will grant you a blessing, ensuring the following 4 years of hunting will prove especially fruitful. We have too few young now, and need sanctuary so they will live to adulthood. The people don't want talking animals telling them what to do. There are old stories of the Antler Society, shamans who began by bargaining with forest spirits like this one, but ended up dealing with darker powers. Spirit animals always keep their word. Do they, Aureus? Really? Do they? Okay. We have the best chance of gaining a friend by currying favor with the Blue Crests. There is no whiff of chaos in this animal. Okay, that's good. If we make a deal, we must not break it. We do not want to enrage this creature. Why trust an elk to give you hunting advice? I don't know. He probably knows something about it. Perform a ritual to repopulate the wildlands. Okay, seems like a lot of people are. Seems like a lot of people are in favor. All right, yeah, let's help the elks out. I'm not gonna call on the god of the hunt for this. Let's call on spirits. To make the ritual more powerful, our shamans can draw on clan magic. No. Spirit said they would aid the animals in replenishing themselves. We would not have to stop hunting to allow this. Oh, okay. I mean, fair enough. I'll take it. Hey, Hearts of Den, how's it going? Alright, we can start another venture, so that's good. We're doing herding. Let's also forage, because we desperately need food. Soon found a few plants that would soon be able to gather. They'd be able to make use of this bounty for under a year. Okay, bountiful foraging, bountiful game. Our food stockpile is high. Excellent. So we have a 2-season food stockpile. How much of a meme do I think Blessable Marcata would be? Depending on how it's balanced, it would either be pointless or radically overpowered. Really a kind of extreme thing. Let me look at our treasures for a second. What is the Bootstone? Increases harmony magic when we embrace selflessness. Increases value of items created in a crafting venture. Oh, okay. Wish I'd looked at that before. And strengthens grudge holders. Oh dear. We're doing okay, to be honest. We're doing good on the food situation. I'm a fan. It is winter. It is dark season. So let's do some magic, shall we? I am going to build a shrine to Uralda. Oh dear. Your people become aware that Garara, widowed last year, has been caring for her 2 young children despite herself being dead. Several weeks ago she went to bed early after a rock crumbled from the citadel and struck her head. The next morning she made breakfast as if nothing had happened. When another child was scared by her shambling gait and unpleasant odor, people realized she must have died that night. Walking Dead are a form of chaos and must be destroyed. But Garara has elderly relatives in the clan, and kinslaying is a chaotic act. People also fret that her children may be cursed, either through her care or by being of her family. Wow. Oof. Call... I'm sorry. This is one of the things I absolutely love about this game. And these games in general. Like, yeah, we could ignore it, we could outlaw her, we could destroy her, we could have an argument and convince her that she's dead, or we could call Yinkin the god of cats to chase her away. I don't know why the god of cats is the person to do this, but apparently that's an option. I don't... Wow, nothing like this has ever happened. Yeah, I know. I'm really not sure if this is a good thing or a bad thing. The line between the living and the dead is becoming blurred. Yeah, it is. Karena can kill her without kinstrife, so okay. The children are fine for now at least, but you can't keep this up forever. Let's try to just convince her that she's dead, and if she won't go, then we can call Yinka. Okay. Convinced Garara that she is dead, she nodded sadly, hugged her children farewell, and shuffled away. Though still horrified, people saw that this was the best result from a terrible situation. Since their relatives were so old, a young couple took in both children. Wow. That is something. That really is something. Okay. Inilla is the goddess of foraging. And Dostal is the god of hunting. If I recall, we actually have a lot of sick people. I might want a shrine to Shalana Arroy. Yeah, in terms of who's dead right now, Ernalda, the Earth Mother, is dead, which is why the crops keep failing. Isseres, the god of trade and communication, is dead, which is why tribes keep failing. Lankromai, the god of knowledge, is dead, which is why, like, writing and lore keeps being forgotten. And Orlanth, the storm god and king of the storm tribe, is also dead, which is why all kinds of shit is bad. And, like, the weather, there's no weather anymore. There's just constant lowering clouds. Vorioth, the god of shepherds. Okay. Osara the Flame... Oh, Osara the Flame Sister. Okay, patron of woman warriors. I recall we did have a woman warrior thing. So, might be good. We do have Elmo still active. Yeah, let's, I'm gonna build a shrine to Osara, because I feel like that's a good thing for us to have. I have rituals. There are no wild rivers. So, I thought, I thought there were no rituals in the demo, but there's a ritual option here. I'm not gonna do that right now, that would be a bad idea. Elmo gives Fire Lance no more. Yeah, Elmo doesn't give Fire Lance anymore. Healing God first. That's probably a good idea. I'm actually just gonna sacrifice to Shalana Arroy for curing. Yeah, we're gonna sacrifice 10 goods to Shalana Arroy. There we go. We got 15 sick people back. Okay, it is now storm season. We could explore. That's the ruins of the city that we found before. Our ventures are still going. Our food stockpile is still good. Let's establish a new trade route, shall we? So we have trade routes: the Dilskarn, the Kastangi, and the Kastwalting. Let's send a trade route to... what about the Urkarning? Giving up on kings when Vinglaf died. Okay, well that's fair enough. Yeah, let's establish a route with the Urkarning. Okay, regular caravans. Great. Perfect. Hold on, Orlanth died. Yeah, so this is during the Great Darkness. So Orlanth is currently dead. Hey, Shady, how's it going, man? Yeah, I'm doing alright. Just been busy. Karena informs the ring that 4 of your young people seek to become Humakti warriors. Accordingly, she seeks permission to initiate them into the Death Dealer cult. Reda reminds you that Humakti devotees may not wed. Arranging marriages is one of our last ways of establishing trust with other clans. Now is not the time to wrap death in our embrace. Interesting. We did not start out worshipping Humakt. Allow it. Humakt is the god who fights the undead. I mean, that's a point. That's an important, when you court death, death comes calling. Well, that's also kind of a point. So this is an interesting question, right? Because, like, having a bunch of Humakti in the clan is really useful at a time like this, when, like, the undead and chaos monsters and shit are wandering around, eating people. But at the same time, that means devoting children to a death cult. Like, literally a death cult. Which is, you know, not great. So we can either allow all 4, we can approve a single initiation, or we can reject it for one of 2 different reasons, basically. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, remember, our whole clan is only a few hundred people. So, like, 4 people is actually a lot. Like, that's something like 1% of the whole clan. I personally am inclined to lean towards a single initiation. Like, number 2 here. What's the peanut gallery say? 2, death, Orochi just over here chanting, death cult, death cult. I think this is before the Zorak-Zoran tradition. Yeah, Zorak-Zoran doesn't exist at this point. I'm gonna approve a single initiation. Oh, that hurt my mood. That's ridiculous. Shut up. Clan mood is reserved. I mean, that's fine, to be honest. It is storm season. I am going to try to explore. Actually, hold on. Let's look real quick. I always forget this is so. Well, there's a spirits menu. Let's see what spirits we have. We have a trade wind spirit. That's kind of cool. We have a quail spirit. Helps with many situations involving factions. I would never have associated that in my brain with quail, but okay. We have a law spirit. Interesting. A flint spirit who helps with rituals, and a berry spirit who helps bring in food. That's very handy. Let's go exploring. We're gonna search for spirits, and yeah, we'll send Dresta, and we'll go over, like... Can we go over, like right there? Yeah. Okay, so, we have 2 more people, 37 more cows, and 6 fewer horses than we did last secret time. Maintaining our shrines took 15 cows and goods worth 30 cows. Visions of loons told our shamans this would be a good year to search for spirits. I'll leave a little in reserve. Need a shrine to the healing goddess. In general, the Baron clans think poorly of us. I don't care. We should plan to build a shrine to the horse goddess this year. Okay, well, we got 10 points. So that's good. I'm going to go fields, pastures. I'm going to go health. I'm going to go exploration. I'm going to put 1 point into war as well. Okay, you grant hospitality to a delegation from the Earthaling clan, which holds you in relatively high esteem. Once our tribe was a true kingdom ruled with wisdom and courage by King Baron and his heirs. After King Vingleth died at the Blood Feast, clans gradually stopped obeying royal decrees. Today, the Baroneth Telly are a kingdom in name only. Only by reasserting the sacred authority of Yor can we unite and survive. We wish to rally the other Baron clans to the banner of King Iverlantho and seek his blessing to do so. Now, so there's two, like, this is on the one hand kind of a good idea, like having this kind of cooperation would be great in a desperate time like this. On the other hand, there's 2 problems. One, King Iverlantho is kind of an idiot. He's not good at stuff. And secondly, we don't have the tribal regalia. This event also fired when I played through the demo previously. I think it always happens. I think this is a scripted event. Many of the other events that have showed up were not the same as what happened last time. So I don't think this can work is the only real problem with it. Yeah, Hans over here like it is not possible. Karena's a loyalist, that's nice. Discourage them, send delegates. When the cannibals slew King Vingleth, they also killed the willingness of other clans to follow us. The people do not like this. We don't have the tribal regalia? No, it was at the Blood Feast battle we lost the 3 pieces of the tribal regalia. The horn that duck tricked us into buying was allegedly one of those pieces of the regalia, of which, as I said, there are 3 out there somewhere. Well, if the tribe asked it, we couldn't say no. We could tell they wanted a clearer declaration from us. I don't care what they want. Oh, we captured a crow spirit. That's kind of cool. Oh God. Oh God, Iverlantho. You need to sit. You and your fair-ass leadership need to sit down. Yeah, no wonder the clan tends to think that the time of kings is over. Jesus. So I will also point out that despite the fact that we have bountiful foraging and bountiful game, our food is still dropping. Hunt food from the wildlands. Yeah, let's start hunting food. Unable to find new game trails. Okay, well. Yikes. Yes, he is in fact the king. Hey spirits. Yeah, let's bargain with the berry spirit. Let's offer magic to bring in food. Okay, good. Great. Love it. Oh boy, a punishing rainstorm lashes Baronstead. Weeks of rainfall have turned the world to mud. When the rain hits the skin, it burns until wiped off. You thought your people had grown inured to the hardships of your darkening world, but now they sink to new depths of despair. This is how the world dies, says Della, not with fire, not with earthquakes, but drowned like a rat. Della, would you shut your mouth? Orlanth once had a rain god in his tribe named Hilaire. I wonder what happened to him. Yeah, so do I. I also wonder. Do nothing. You must look for opportunities for archery contests. Yeah, probably not right now. This rain hurts the spirits too. Karena, meanwhile, just like, look, tell me who to kill. Alright? That's all I can do. That's my only... That's the skill set. Murder. Until Crop starts thriving again, feasting is wasteful and stupid. I agree. I mean, there's really not much we can do here, except say, never fear. The sun will return. Well, good. Mood up. I appreciate that. Unfortunately, we now have crop stress. And the berry spirit is helping, but it's still not enough. Yeah, so I tried the kite flying contest previously. The kite flying contest backfired, and I suspect it will always backfire, because if you try to run a kite flying contest in acid rain, the acid rain eats through the kites and destroys them, and it hurts the clan mood. So that, I don't think... I think that would never work, I suspect. Variety of magical benefits are shown here. Okay, that's fine. Let's... It is fire season, so we can raid. We don't have many swords. I'm gonna recruit some more. Our food situation is grave. Less than a season's worth of food stockpiled. Okay, we're gonna hope for the best for right now. We need to prepare new fields. Okay. I've visited all our cultivated land. I'm starting to get concerned. We've been raising blood millet and rye for about 5 years. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. We need to conquer our neighbors and declare Everlantho the Emperor. Okay, great. It is late fire season, so I want to launch a raid if at all possible. Yeah, I don't really want to raid people in our tribe, to be honest. Let's try raiding the Fireflowers. They can't complain, they do it too. We'll call on the Orotagan. Okay, great. We'll spend a point of magic. Our objective is to plunder. We have... Why can I not see how many... Okay, so we've got a lot more professionals than they do, which is good. Let's just charge. Great. Take advantage of an opportunity for plunder. I mean, that sounds unwise while a battle is going on. We have them well outnumbered, so let's press the attack. Perhaps they got lucky. Wait for opportunities. Well, never mind. We got wrecked. Yeah, we got very badly wrecked. Okay, fair enough. And then the Tharlings stole 8 cows. Okay, great. So, Karena says she intends to hunt down and kill the chieftain of a nearby clan. In a vision, her god, Humat, accused Oresine of speaking to the dead by digging around in barrow mounds to gain the secrets of talking skulls. Corinna does not seek permission. She is simply telling you where she's headed for the next few days. Okay, interesting. This is great. I love this. I love her response. She's just like, I don't know what you're conferring about. This is going to happen. Alright, well, I mean, we can wish her well, I guess. There's nothing else we can do. We can't stop her. She's not asking for permission. It's gonna happen. Well, wish her well. Okay, Corinna returned to say she had succeeded, cleaving her way through Oresine's guard and sending her forever to the lightless underworld. As she did so, Humat blessed her with additional speed and strength, which was now hers to keep. Yep, she's now heroic. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That sounds reasonable. Alright, great. Love that. Okay, we've had a child, that's nice. We can counter-raid the Tharlings. I really desperately need food. Shouldn't Yelm be down there? I mean, yeah, maybe, but we don't really know what's going on in the underworld. It is Earth season, so we can bring in the harvest. But let's... Can we call on a favor? Who owes us a favor? We need food. The Griffins owe us a favor. The Blue Crests like us best, and the Parluni like us least. We are hunting. We need more fields. Convert pastures to fields. Hildarma led the clan in the arduous work of removing slime from some of our grazing land. Oh, I wonder where the slime came from. I wonder what the slime is. Then it was a much easier task to consecrate the newly cleared fields in memory of the Barley Mother and the Earth Mother. Okay, great. Our food situation is dire. I know, I just sent somebody to ask for food. Why was there slime there? Because it's the Great Darkness. There's slime in the pastures. It is what it is. Do I want to slaughter some of our livestock? The harvest is coming in. We're gonna hope for the best. Emissaries from the southern kingdom of Khorasan demand wealth worth 50 cows. King Orlagor will be unable to discourage the border chieftains from raiding you. Keep it simple. Okay. Cricket spirits still sleep. Dresta's like, fuck these guys. Send cricket spirits to chirp next to their heads while they're sleeping. How dare they? Nah, fuck these guys. We're sending spirits. The spirits of Wolverines promise to gnaw their guts and eat their cats. Cricket spirits pledged to disturb their sleep. Some weeks later, they sent emissaries to beg us to relent, bringing gifts worth 20 cows. That's what you get. That is what you get. I would like to find some more spirits. Because spirits are cool. I'm going to go send Dresta to find some spirits. Alright, our emissary nears the Griffins. Let's call in a favor. I will ask for food. They think ill of us, so we should ask for the customary amount. Okay, fair enough. Provided us the food without complaint. Great. Yeah, enjoy your crickets, nerds. Our search for spirits had to turn back due to a sudden blizzard. Well, I mean, it is dark season. How's our food doing? Not great. Could be better. Not gonna lie. Could definitely be better. I am gonna build to Anilla. Okay, a delegation of high stallions seeks assistance. As riders, they do not worship Uruks. To fight chaos, they hire his mercenary devotees. We've been caught short in our promises to them, and ask for 20 cows of portable goods to help keep them happy. This will be a favor that we can call in when we need. I would actually really like to have a favor, and giving them 20 goods to have a favor that we can transform into food would be really, really handy. A real clan fights chaos directly. I mean, yeah, you're right, but... yeah, we'll agree. Okay, great, that's fine. Gave them some goods, so they can do that. We're helping our foragers gather more food, which is great. It is now storm season. I don't want to counter-raid the Tharlings, but I do want to build a stake perimeter, maybe? How many goods do we have? 118. I wish it showed that down here. Like, it shows our herds and our swords and clans. Like, this is a little... It's a little confusing to me that these things are lined up down here, but not, like, our goods and our food stockpile. That information I would really like to have on the bottom bar where I can always see it. Just a little thing. Yeah, so let's go ahead and build a stake perimeter. Our food situation is dire. Okay, well, I've been trying, but we're gonna have to slaughter some livestock. Yeah, for a season. We lost 66 herds. Okay. Hoth says he has gained a new blessing from Dostal. I can attract more game to the wildlands around the fortress. For as long as I live, beasts will abandon the forests of our immediate neighbors and come here instead. We will gain at their expense, but they are doomed anyway. Someone has to starve, and it shouldn't be us. Well, as Hoth says, you can't debate morality if you've starved to death. Karena says to withhold permission. Can't predict how long it will take for other clans to detect it. Could cause every clan on our borders to declare a feud. Caution people against the risks. Well, alright, I'm gonna leave this up to the chat, because this is one of those things that's like, well, this is the kind of thing you might do, but at the same time, yikes. Also, look at this man with his tall conical hat walking through the absolutely dead forest. See those footprints? That's like ash on the ground. All the trees are dead. There's no... You can look all the way back here, there's no leaves. Just sticks. And these are, like, looking at the shape there, that's the shape of a pine tree. That is an evergreen with all the needles gone. Alright, I'm going to grant permission. Improvement at our hunting yields became apparent right away. Yep, we got bountiful game. We have ongoing hunting, so that's good. Food stockpile for 2 seasons. Okay. So we've got foraging going on. Our cows are more fertile than normal. I'm actually going to upgrade this to a temple and get the milk blessing as well. The trickster advising to crown an emperor just now is worrying. Okay, Iverlantho, heir to the royal lineage that began with Baron and Rodalda, who forever changed your clan and made it the center of a tribe, raises the subject of his birthright. I am king of the Baron tribe. I should be chieftain. Yet you treat my position as symbolic only. I am not even on the ring. This is why we and the entire valley have been afflicted with one catastrophe after another. To survive, you must acknowledge my royal status and elevate me to clan chief. Well, okay. Here's the problem. You suck. The primary issue, Everlantho, is that you personally are a trash person with trash skills, and I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna happen. Less than half of the people support him. Yeah, it's because he sucks. Even his art sucks. I mean, like, okay, this guy looks okay. Like, I'm not trying to say he looks like super dumb, but he doesn't have a cool hat like Hanth. He doesn't have leadership skills like Enfru. He's just not good at stuff. So yeah, sure. After we find the royal regalia, yeah, that's fine. Do I seek the regalia? No. Well, Jorundona died of old age, having finally told her grandchildren her secret foraging locations. Rhaeda, a member of your clan celebrated for her connection to her ancestor, the horse goddess Redalda, petitioned the ring to undertake a quest. A divine vision tells her that by slipping through a hole in the world, she can ride Karendar, legendary mount of your first king. She wishes to take a small escort of stout warriors with her on this admittedly dangerous mission. Okay? Rhaeda doesn't always ask permission before a wild ride, but she doesn't usually take an escort. Okay. I love the detail that being optimistic isn't popular. Yeah. Well, Rhaeda wants to go. Orvis wants to send her. Della advises us that Karendar was killed by chaos creatures. Enfru is worried about her being too popular with the clan. People really don't want you to go chasing help. I'm gonna try. You know what? I'm gonna try. Also, you can click on the pictures and the other stuff goes away so you can just see the fantastic art. I mean, look at this stuff. It's great. That's a very small... I wonder why she's wearing her bow strung like that. Yeah, I'll grant permission. We'll send 3 swords with her. Okay, we'll see how it goes. I have wonderful news about Karena. Yeah, I know. She's incredibly powerful. Incredibly powerful. Unfortunately, we're short on cattle, so that's not good. Our foragers will be able to gather much food this year. Great. Yermal gifted us with magic. Also, Della turned the palace steps into a very dangerous yet incredibly fun ice slide for the children. Alright. Fields, pastures, wilds, health. War. The twin songs are spreading stories about how people in the Blue Crest clan are eating their weakest elders. I myself don't believe this. Well, that's worrying. That is deeply, deeply worrying. Where's the twins? Twin songs are over there. Hold on. Okay. I sure hope nobody's turning to cannibalism, because that's where ogres come from. Ogres come from cannibalism. Our food is low again. Let's turn to let's start foraging. Unpleasant but edible fungus to pluck. Great. Blue Crest are north of the Yazaran. Your hunters encounter an outlaw band traveling through the wildlands outside your walls. They say they mean no harm and are in fact willing to serve as warriors if you are willing to adopt them. Praise the hunters for spotting them. We may have enough warriors right now. Tell them to keep moving. Attack them. People are willing to trust them. Interesting. What do you think? Should we adopt these outlaws? Adopt them? Okay. 6 of them joined us as swords, who took on 3 of their companions as laborers. Great. Excellent. Okay, so we now have We now have 20 swords, which is good. Actually, 23 swords. Our fortifications are as strong as they can be. We need to finish planting before we raid, of course. Yeah, so the... Hold on. Who was it? Who were the ones that were rumored to be cannibalistic? The Blue Crests? Known for erratic chieftains. Yeah, that's concerning. That's a little... Whew, I don't like that. Do not like that. I'm also going to start hunting. Bring home more food. Great. Okay, Drusta says it's an auspicious time to contact the spirit world. So we can increase our chances of dealing successfully with spirits for years to come, but there's a chance it could make us harder to successfully bargain with the gods. People greatly respect Drusta and regard her proposal favorably. Clan mood is now optimistic. Yeah, we're actually doing pretty well. I think this sounds good, to be honest. Karena's like, I don't care what Desta does. Humak's gonna be around. But dimming Dostal's favor will make game harder to find. That's actually a good point. Right now we have a blessing for hunting coming from Dostal. So if the gods become harder to contact, then that becomes harder. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna do it. Oh, the feared loss of connection with the gods had not occurred. Nice. Fucking sweet, bro. Let us launch some raids. Let us specifically launch some herd raids to steal cows. Profaners of the Dead. Oh, they're the ones whose chieftain Karena murdered for speaking to the dead. Yeah, okay. Let's steal their cows. Oh my god, we stole 30 cows. Nice. Let's do it. Do it again. Can I do it again? God knows I would love to have some cows. I'm just making this 10 and 5 because I like those numbers better. Yeah, let's steal the Fireflower's cows. There we go, 18 more cows. Fucking sweet, bro. Clan mood is optimistic. We just stole 48 cows. We've got... Our food is low. Our food stockpile is real low again. That's... literally cannot make food fast enough. Just can't do it. Let's trade. Let's set up a caravan. Who's got... Let's take cows, actually, to be honest. Let's trade for cows. Who's got a whole bunch of cows again? No, they're probably... It's the Orotagan. So we're gonna sell goods, we're gonna buy herds. Big caravan. Let's go. The contentious divorce of Arnvord and Penendra, originally from the Kostvaulting clan, is just the latest in a spate of failed marriages. The two are famous for their loud fights. According to Vinkot's law, the wife always returns home with her dowry. In this case, it was worth 10 cows. Unfortunately, Arnvord gambled it away. Penendra insists that he or his kin are responsible for returning it. I mean, she's right. In the days of kings, the king would refuse to resolve disputes between clans, though he would usually appoint a mediator if there were a conflict of interest. So yeah. So apparently there's a guy in our clan who's a piece of shit, and who gambled away his wife's dowry, and now she's divorcing him, and wants her cows back, and he doesn't have them because he gambled them away, because he sucks. So... we still have the Arnalda Temple. Okay, so remember how we've still been sacrificing to this Arnalda Temple and didn't dismantle it, despite the fact that it seemed like a waste? Here we go. Draw remnant magic. We don't have any goods. I'm gonna sacrifice some herds. Ah, fuck. Okay. I don't think we can convince the Custvoltings not to ask for it, but I'm gonna try. Who do I send to make the argument? Organdi. They hate us, so I'm not sure this is gonna work. Well, Arnalda is dead. Okay. Well, I gotta do it. I gotta return the dowry. I gotta repay it in cattle. Okay. That sucks. We have food now, which is good. Okay, that's fine. We stole enough cattle that we're still positive for the year on cows. And let's send out an exploration real quick. Oh, we can actually forage as well. We're good on food right now, though, so let's just send out some exploration. We have a lot of warriors. What is that? Oh! This area no longer exists. Parts of the world no longer exist. They've been swallowed up by chaos. Great. I hate that. Let's go out to the Whisperlands. Saradin, a carpenter of your clan, has of late gained a following among the youth. They watch his deft hands as he coaxes even the twisted timber available today to his will. As he works, he speaks in hushed tones of wisdom and bravery. Typical Orlanthi consider boasting a virtue, but Saradin never makes claims for himself. He asks for nothing, but his admirers say he should be elevated to the ring. Though he never addresses the subject directly, from his odd sayings, people assume he wants us to bring back the days of kings. It's like he's speaking gibberish half the time. Okay. There must be historical precedent. Orlan's carpenter was named Durev. Saradin has somehow gained a connection to this obscure, perhaps dead deity. He's not an initiate of any god, however. Well, I'm just gonna leave him be. I'm just gonna leave him be. I don't care. It's alright. Caravan is back. Okay, we traded 51 goods for 39 cattle. Fair enough, I guess. We only have 12 goods, which is not great. Yeah, this region no longer exists is definitely not the kind of thing that you want to see all the time. We have a whole bunch of horses, so I'm actually going to send out another caravan if I can, and I'm going to sell horses for goods, because we need goods in order to maintain our shrines. They will fall into disrepair if we don't do that. I can't send a caravan to the Delascarings, apparently. The Earthlings are right. Who's right near us? The Ernathi are right next to us. Hopefully we can do that, like, real quick. Yeah, just real quick. There we go. Okay, 8 horses for 42 goods. Great. Love it. Like it, love it, gotta have it. A delegation from the Blue Crest clan arrives at your gate to ask for your aid. They are a rider clan, as yours once was before Baron married Redalda and converted the confused to Orlanth worship. The Blue Crests wish to perform a great ceremony to ride to the sky and burnish the shield of Elmo. Okay. I think we have some magic. Saradin is an ogre, I'm saying this now. What's up with the mic, by the way? I don't know. The mic's acting weird. Burnish means, like, polish, shine up. So they're hoping to help the sun, basically. Gray skies flatten grass. Gift them with magic. Their right will fail. I I think we should try it. I think it's worth a shot. There's no reason not to. Let's give them some magic. Do I double the expected gift? No. Do you tell them they now owe you a favor? Well, nah. Well, we assume they failed. Okay, fair enough. We heard nothing about it. We have double bountiful game. The clan is worried. We're doing alright. We're still waiting for both Rida and Corinna to come back. It is dark season. Time to do some magic. Just because we don't really want to go out right now. Let's get... yeah, let's build a shrine to Dostal. For sure shot. Okay, so we've got that. So we have improved our hunting yield. We have 2 seasons of food stockpiled, which is great. We are likely to produce... Hey, look at that. We are likely to produce more food than we need. I love it. Absolutely love it. And in storm season, let's just stay at home. Let's just stay at home. We don't need to go anywhere. We do not need to go anywhere or do anything. We are in a good spot. We're in a good place. How are our spirits doing? Let's bargain with this law spirit for the judgment blessing. There we go. You see no indication that our neighbors have discovered our use for it. Yeah, we are. I guess we are kind of starving the other clans of our tribe right now in order to become prosperous. But you know, these things happen. Corinna's back with nothing. Oh boy. Followers of Wakboth the Devil, their very bodies malformed and twisted by their unholy worship, appear at your gate. As you reach for your swords, they shout to inform you of an imminent raid from the forces of chaos. In exchange for 20 cows, we can teach you easy and painless prayers to Wakboth, which will divert his fearsome forces to another target. Hey, GD. How's it going, man? We are, yeah. These people are here now. They're, you know, they're just happy, friendly neighbors looking to inform us of some news. Whew. Fighters injured skirmishing with these monstrosities won't be able to defend us in the bigger battle to come, and I see no reason to doubt it will. Yeah. No bargain with chaos is a good one. We shouldn't... this is interesting. Okay, so the trickster is saying we shouldn't do it. But if we did, I could hide it from the neighbors. Which is interesting. The destruction principle clad in otherworldly flesh. I'm just gonna refuse. I don't think I'm gonna attack them because I'm afraid that they are like... They will wreck our shit if we attack them, and I think there is gonna be a battle. As they left, they called out, "Wakboth shall feast on your eyes!" and waved as if saying words of cheery farewell. People took heart in our refusal to be cowed. We dared to flout chaos to its face. We doubled patrols so we would not be caught snoozing when the Chaos Horde arrived. Okay. And here they are. Look at these guys. A diverse host of chaos creatures appears, seemingly drawn to Varenstead. The majority are ogres, though there are also a few brews and scorpion folk. We were on the alert after the visit by Wakboth worshippers, so all 19 swords and 152 of the bows are available to fight them. It was difficult to count them, but Corinna thought we were slightly outnumbered. Yeah, if you look in here, you can see these guys are ogres up front with the nice sharp teeth. There's a couple of brews, there's a scorpion man, you can see his lovely stinger, there's another scorpion man back there with a different tail. There's the face of a Waktopus just peering over the shoulders of the ogres, more ogres in the back. Yeah, it's just that. It's just a bad scene. I don't. This is a Jack-o'-bear, by the way. I haven't really talked to people about Jack-o'-bears. Jack-o'-bears are horrifying. Humok might not give us magic to kill chaos in particular, but he gives us, he gives us magic to kill anything. Okay, fair enough. We have to go out to fight them, because, you know, that's kind of the only option we have. If we hunker down in the fort, they will rip us up. So at Stormfall, Baron and Rodaldo relied on the red-headed women. Unfortunately, we don't have a shrine to Osara, and also, they famously lost at Stormfall. So, there's that. The people most trust Dresta to lead the defense. Interesting. So we could basically, we'd either go Karena or Dresta. I'm gonna go... What happened to Stormbolt? No, Stormbolt's still around. We just don't have any Oroxi. We don't have any Oroxi worshippers on the ring. I think I'm gonna lean on Karena because she's incredibly powerful. Let's do it. Karena was the obvious pick. How much magic did you spend? Fucking a lot. A lot of magic. We have 19 swords and 152 bows. Normally Karena is our war leader, but she could assign that role to Kangarl. How does she fight? By killing enough ogres, it might be possible to tamp down the effects of chaos more broadly. Kangarl can lead our forces while I do this. Oh. Oh, what? Karena's like, alright, here's the battle plan. My buddy here will actually command. I personally will take a sword and go and just start killing people until they all run away, okay? Got it? 3, 2, 1, break! Yeah, let's go! Wow, the ogre army advanced rapidly to meet ours. Calling on Humok to guide her sword, Karena entered a trance-like state and darted through the Chaos army, striking to both sides. Finally, the attackers could take no more of this. They hightailed it for home. 5 of our warriors had died and another 35 were hurt. Wow, okay. Yep, Karena doesn't give a shit. Huh, the Kastangi clan are asking us for food as a favor. Well, we could refuse them. We could offer them cows. Or we could give them the our stockpiles are acceptable, we can get away with being generous. Yeah, that we'll give them the customary amount. Okay, that's fine. They owe us a favor now. A lot of our warriors are wounded. So that's a bit of an issue. But people tend to be selfish. It is storm season. I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice to Shalana Arroy for healing. Shalana Arroy chose not to heal our wounded. That's a shame. Okay, well, fair enough. And Rita has come back alone with the news that, yeah, so I rode through a hole in the world, and we went to the wrong place and everyone's dead, except for me. So that's not great. And the demo ends there. The people could be in for what happened to you this year. You doing alright, dude? I think the stress of being clan chief is getting to Enfru. Whew, but, alright. That's the demo. Notables gathered to plan the future of the confused clan. Well, you know, overall I think we did alright. We didn't die. We had a decent food stockpile. We fought off the ogres. Some of our elite warriors did die in pain and horror in a twisted future ruled by chaos creatures under Rita's leadership, so that's unfortunate. But overall, we did a pretty good job. Did a pretty good job. I'm okay with it. We can review the saga here, but it's not anything super impressive. So yeah, in year 5, the omens were ambiguous. We reorganized the ring, got rid of the Tarams, stole some cows, got cheated by a duck. Think the chaos wounded him? Maybe. We managed to tell a zombie to leave. We refused to deal with the whole kingdom subplot and instead focused on just staying alive. We drove away some southern Orlanthe by sending Wolverine and Cricket spirits, and they sent us cows. They sent us goods to make us stop. We went through a hole in the world, which didn't end up great. Found plenty of food. Got a bunch of swords from these outlaws. Increased our magic. Stole a bunch of cows. Failed to handle the whole marriage situation. And then fought chaos and won. Well played. So yeah, so that is 6 Ages 2. As you can see, it is going to be an interesting game. I actually like this demo better than I liked 6 Ages. And that's, I think, so I suspect that actually the food mechanics have not particularly changed between 6 Ages 1 and 6 Ages 2, but it's a lot easier to understand and, like, be on board with for me in this context. Because, like, I remember trying to play 6 Ages getting straight up irritated at how often it would be like, I'm doing all the actions that I can do to increase our food surplus, and I'm still just literally starving to death. And in the context of, like, a world that's basically okay, I found that very annoying. In the context of a world that is ravaged by chaos and literally breaking apart, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I have to spend all my actions finding food, because that's what you have to do, because everyone and everything is dying, actively, as of this moment. So, I think possibly just that perspective shift makes that particular kind of mechanic more amenable to me. Other notes. The raiding mechanic is still not great. I actually think it's legitimately worse than King of Dragon Pass was, because it's more complex, but does not give you more control. Just adding complexity to a thing doesn't make it better. And in this case, I think what's happened is more complexity has been added, but without adding more information to know what that complexity does, what it means. So overall, the raiding minigame is just not that great. And I don't think it ever will be. In King of Dragon Pass, it was fine because it was very quick. And because, like, yeah, there weren't a lot of choices that you could make, but the choices were pretty clear in what they implied, and you either won or you lost immediately, and then you just moved on. Whereas in 6 Ages, it's like sometimes that minigame takes place over 5 or 6 screens, like you're making choices over and over, and the annoyance kind of builds up as you go, I don't know why I'm winning or why I'm losing. I don't have any information. Which is great story-wise. When it comes to the story events, having to guess and kind of think about it and reason stuff out, I think is fantastic. But when it comes to a mechanical interaction, like that battle, it's much less good. What else? Overall, I like it. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's very interesting. I definitely like the kind of lore snippets. The art is fantastic. The music design is a little bit uneven, but overall, on average, I would say pretty good. This track that's playing right now is still not my favorite, but a lot of the music in the game itself, I think, is great. And yeah, this is coming out in summer sometime, so overall, I'm looking forward to it. I plan to buy it, and it should be fun. I think that's all the comments I kind of have on it. As you guys know, it's been a long time since I've streamed. Haven't done it in quite a while. I will be kind of looking to pick it up a little bit more and do a few more streams as we go forward. There are a couple of things that I'm playing right now that I am interested in. I'm not probably ever going to get back to, at least not for a long time, get back to the 2 streams a week thing that I was doing a year or 2 years ago. I just don't have that kind of time these days between work and other stuff that I'm doing. But I'll try to try to be doing maybe a couple streams a month or something like that. Just, I like hanging out with you guys. I like playing games. I like bullshitting. So it should be fun. But, thanks for watching. I appreciate you all. If you liked this, leave a like on the stream. And I will see you all next time, whenever next time might happen to be. So, take it easy. Have a good one.